Who's gonna do it, me or you, Robert?
I can say it.
Okay.
Okay. Our dear Father in heaven, we're grateful for this day and for this opportunity that we have to meet together as a group. We pray that as we discuss each other's needs, that we will be able to continue to help each other learn, and that we will be able to do the very best in this class and on this quiz. We're thankful for the blessings in which you give, and we say this in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. For mistake, I start studying lesson number 11 instead of lesson number 10. So we can start answering the preparation paper.
Okay. So the first one asks what is a confidence interval, and is an interval of numbers which estimates a population parameter.
Okay. So what I can say the second one. What is the margin of error in a confident interval when estimating the population mean? This question is not asking for the formula, but rather what length it represents in the confidence interval. So the margin of error is half the width of the confidence interval. It is the distance between the point estimator and one of the bounds of the interval. Number 3.
Are we on week 11?
10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm on week 11. I don't know how I got there.
It happens the same to me. I study lesson 11 instead of lesson 10.
Yeah, I was on lesson 11. I don't know why I got to lesson 11. And sorry, guys.
It happened the same. That's okay. So I can say the third. Assume you know this standard deviation. What is the general formula for a confidence interval used to estimate the population mean? So it is x minus
the polar charts. I actually wrote that.
X minus z divided by the standard deviation divided by the square root of n, and x minus n. Cidália, how you say it mais? Plus z divided by the standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
Okay, for the fourth one. What are the assumptions for creating a confidence interval for a single mean with sigma known? So a sample random was drawn for the population, the distribution of normally distributed, and sigma is assumed to be known.
So open your normal probability applet and answer the following questions. Go to the normal probability applet and type 0.90 for the area. Share the middle area under the curve, leaving the two tails unshaded. Record the positive z-score below to the nearest 100. So let me go there. So it's 0.126. Let me see. 9. Oh, I did
What
something
one are we
wrong.
on now?
Okay.
We're on 8.
It's 0.1. We are in question number
Number
5A. 5A.
Okay. And if we change for 0.95, we have
I closed my document. So the z-score is 1.645. Is that correct? For 5A.
yeah, and we change for
And that's why it is
0.95, it goes to score
Yeah, it's like the amount of
1.10.
protons is the number right here. Like
Yeah.
27.
Oh, I mean,
That's
like
right.
electrons.
Yeah, so if you
Okay.
change protons, you
Are you-
change.
Okay.
You lost one. You gained one.
So we need for the next one to the area to
So that's not
0.99.
electrons. This one is 2 plus.
Mhm.
So it's missing 2 electrons.
Okay.
Because there's
So
And
it
it's
has
still
a
copper.
yeah, it's still copper.
who wants to
Just
say
missing 2
T?
electrons.
Okay.
Because that's a positive too. There's more protons.
T
Okay, so if it's more
2.576.
Yeah,
Seven,
yeah, because
six.
protons are positive.
Okay. Because that's the one thing with like the electrode or not.
I got,
Which one has the same?
well, yeah, it's 2.576.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that one, like, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the C.
Protons are
Right.
but the electrons are the same.
Okay.
So
So I
5D.
have a question on here.
Who wants
Okay, so
to
which of the following has an electron?
what happens with the area in the middle curve increases?
Calcium plus 2.
Sorry, Sidalia, I'm. What was
5 point
the
D.
question? 5
What
point D.
happens with this curve is the area in the middle under the normal curve increases.
Okay. 1.9.
What happens with this curve? We could see that increase, right?
Yeah, the z-score would increase as well.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
Was that
One
the
of them was
answer?
oxygen minus 2.
The answer has,
Neon,
yeah,
just neon.
the z-score also
I can see how
increases.
that would tribute up, like,
Yeah.
and then broken.
Okay, I can read the next one.
Go ahead.
Number 6.
But I've seen ones where it's like.
What are the 3 assumptions that need to be checked before you compute a confidence
Yeah.
interval for a mean?
Someone's like testing it over with, and then I'm scared.
So
Like,
that's my test right now.
which ones are you taking?
Got a 264.
So the answer was a simple random sample
Number 4.
I was looking at.
was drawn from the population. The distribution of the sample mean is normally distributed, and sigma is assumed to be known.
The basic.
Yeah.
You're saying, like,
It's the same answer for the 4 one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So number 7. The graduate management admission test is used as an admission criterion in many business programs. A BYU Idaho professor would like to estimate the population mean from a random sample of a 50 people score. The sample mean for 50 students is 541. Assuming a population standard deviation of 32, answer the following questions. What is the point estimate for the population mean? It's the 541, the sample mean, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
so number 8, I didn't do the math. that we can do right away.
Are we ready for 8?
Yeah, we're on 8.
Oh, is that what you just read?
We'll go for number 8, part 2.
So we have a confidence interval of 95%. If we put this on the applet, this will give us the z-score. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, it would.
1:2,
And then we have to find out what coordinates with the z-score, what number goes with that z-score.
So we have the z-score, so I'm just asking because I didn't do it. We have the z-score, so we need to do the math for the x. Is that correct? With the z negative and with
Yeah.
the z positive.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do see the lower value and the upper value for the confidence interval. Okay. I didn't do this. I was, as I said, I was doing lesson 11. So, does anyone did the number 8 and number 9?
I'm good to move on.
Okay. Number 10. How does margin error for the 95% interval? If I didn't do it, let's go to number 11. Okay. Number 12. Let's go to the quiz.
Yeah,
We can do that.
So,
I already
but
opened mine up.
if we don't know how to do it here in the preparation, we will don't know for the quiz. So
Let's try it, darling.
it's better to make the preparation. I see on the answer for it will give 5.3 times 3 and 9.87. So we need to know how to get these numbers. I'm trying to looking for on the book. How to do it. I'm sorry, Roberto, do you understand something about Chrome? Because today I don't know why, but all that I open on iLearn and I open the book of math and I have everything in Portuguese. I don't know why I want to read in English. It's all in Portuguese language.
I don't know how to switch that.
No?
I don't. Sorry.
Okay. What a mess. It's completely different from what I read. I want to go to the book, but it's all in Portuguese.
Do you
I
normally
felt
use
lost.
a different like search engine?
No, I always use the Chrome, and
You
I
always use
have,
Chrome?
yeah, and I have always in English, but I don't know why. A few moments before we start the meeting, I opened the iLearn and I have all in Portuguese. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know how to switch that back. I wish I
Try
could
to go to
help.
your profile and check that.
How to do it?
I don't know if they have a language option in your profile, but maybe check that.
Hmm. For a seconds, they transfer the English and go back to Portuguese. Okay, don't lose time with me. I don't know. I will see after what is happening.
Guys, what are we doing? Are we doing the preparation or are we doing the quiz?
4 minutes.
Let's go to
If
the
you want to
quiz.
go to the quiz, you can go,
I
but
can do
if
this
we
one.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Energy too.
The energy too would change
I'm
it.
good with whatever you guys want to do.
So I just got a question, like just like
Let's try to go to the quiz.
how many
Okay.
electrons are unpaired?
That's
So
what I'm
number,
doing right now.
all right, thank you. So number 3, find the margin of error for a 90% interval when the standard deviation is 50 and n is equal to 25. Round to 3 decimal places. So if we go to a 90% confidence interval, we have a z of 1.645. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Fine. And the margin of error is z multiplied by the standard deviation divided by the square root of n. Is that correct?
Yep, I think so.
So I have,
You said 16.45, right?
yes,
Yes.
1.645
I got
multiplied
16.45.
and n is standard deviation 50 divided by the square root of 25. Okay, and I got 16.45.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yep.
It is the same for you. But she says she wants 3 decimal places of that. And 6.45. 16.45. Which of the following statements is true? Standard deviation. Gina, como é que se diz standard deviation elevado ao quadrado?
It's standard deviation
Square.
squared.
Standard deviation squared is an interval estimator of x. X is a point estimator of the mean. Wow, I don't know. Let me see my
So the
notes.
second one then.
What do you think?
I don't know.
On.
You think it's the first one?
Second.
Second one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I have some. Second one? Let's try the second one.
I can read the next question.
Okay.
Gina wants to construct a 95% confidence interval for GMAT scores. She knows that standard deviation is 113. She collects a simple random sample size 64 and computes a mean of 526. Use this information for the next 6 questions. What is the point estimate for the true GMAT score?
That's just 526, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What is the point estimated for the true G? How do you get there?
It's the mean.
It's the mean?
Yeah, the
No.
margin of error.
No, the X.
It's 5 to 6?
Right.
Okay. What is margin of error for 95% confidence interval for the true GMAT score? Confidence interval. Let's do that. So
if we put in the output 0.9 area, it will give us 1.960.
Pedro, o ovo é pra mim. O ovo é pra mim.
I got
Também que custo
27.685. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Filha, amanhã dia de trabalho.
Para uma pessoa de 16 anos. Não, eu gostaste do cabelo.
What did you got first?
So what was your answer again for number 6?
I got 27.685. But I don't know if it is correct. I'm doing the right math.
Okay.
So did you have the same result?
What answer did you get?
Number 6.
Yeah, what was the answer that you got?
27.685.
So the answer to this, isn't it the difference between, so to find the answer, we have the z-score, but we need to find the difference between what the z-score equals, right? The value at that z-score. And don't we just find what's in between?
When you put the
Applet?
the
Yeah.
95% in the
Right.
applet, you have the z-score, and the z-score is 1.960.
Right. But we need to view it gives us that z-score. I'm pretty sure that's what I.
I am confused. I think it's 27, 685, like she was saying.
Yeah, I think this is the, so this is the answer. So what is the lower limit? I'm going to number 8.
Wait, what was the answer for number 6 then?
27.685.
Right. And you guys are on number 7 now?
Yeah.
So now for number 8, if that's okay, we can go to number 8. I can submit if you want.
What'd you get for 7?
27.685 as the
What?
same as.
What'd you get for
Oh, number 7. No, I'm going to number 7. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. So.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. Question number 7. What is the lower limit of this confidence interval? That would just be the 27 minus 526, right?
I think it's the 526 minus z divided by the square root of 64.
Wait, what?
The lower limit. 526 minus 1.960. 5, 6. Wow. No. going to do math.
It's 498.315, I think is the answer. Is that right?
498 point.
Yeah, it's 498 point.
498.316. 315.
Yeah, 498.315.
Yes. 498.315. So we need to find the upper level, the upper limit.
Plus then.
So, yeah.
Four.
Não, os dados têm
That is 526. Is that correct?
I got 553. But I'm going to do it again. I got 553, 553, 685. But I'm going to do it again.
You got 5833685.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think it's,
What did you got?
It's 553685. Is that right?
Yes, I got that. 553.685.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got. And you got 498.315 for number 7.
98.315.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Virginia, you are number 9.
99, the middle name.
So what I also think so would increase, but let me check.
Around number 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so wouldn't it decrease if the sample size went up?
yeah, I agree.
Decrease.
Yeah,
If
For
the
number
yeah, if
9?
the sample size
Decrease
if the sample size goes up, it decreases it.
the sample size. Is that correct? Okay, I got this. If sample size increases, the width of the confidence interval will decrease. So if the width increases, the sample size decreases. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go for line 10.
What? So, who wants to read number 10?
I can do it.
What should I say? Right.
What would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina changed it to a 99% confident interval? So it would increase.
Increases. I got this. If the percentage of confidence is high, then the confidence interval will be wide. So it increases.
Yeah, that's what I got as well.
Number 11. Okay. margin error. Sample size. We want sample size. And the formula is so n is equal to z multiplied by standard deviation divided by m squared. Let me see. Okay, we must find z.
Z is 1.960.
So it's 1.960
60.
divided by multiplied by 40 divided by 60 squared. Everything squared. So let me do the math. I got 245.862.
We need to round it, so it's a 246.
We need to round up.
Yeah.
So it's 246. This is the formula. I'm going to put it in chat. That's a square in the end. Sigma is standard deviation.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was doing something wrong.
I took this from a lesson or from the lesson or and when they want the sample size, it always a whole number, so we must always to round up to the whole number above, to the nearest round whole number. This is what I got.
Okay, and that's for number 10.
It's
for number 11.
2, 4, 6. So you must round. 2, 4, 6. For number, yes, I'm going there.
Number 11.
Let me see. Yes, number 11.
Okay, for number 12, somebody might want to check this.
Okay.
But I got then.
I signal. I'm doing number 11, number 12. I didn't do it yet. I'm doing. 95% interval. Lower limit.
What'd you get, Rob, for number 12?
Um, 97,572. Is that right?
Could you write the numbers, please?
I can
Or
try.
say low.
I don't know how to do that.
You can say it, but slowly, please.
What's the lower limit? Lower limit?
I got 97,572.
I'm going to do again. Math.
There you go. In chat.
Okay.
Somebody else get that?
I did it way wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I did not. You're probably right, though.
It's so high, don't you think?
Okay.
It's high because the numbers are just high in what we're using.
Hmm.
Sweet. That's your truck.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not using your own.
Guess we'll try it out and see.
Sweet. So is your shift done then? Oh.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it doesn't give me that result. That
What are you getting?
Gives me a negative number. It can
Oh,
be.
no.
How did you do that? Yours?
What is the number that you're getting?
It's a negative. It's minus. No, it's not possible. So, how did you do? How did you did? 111,000 minus 100,000 multiplied by 3673 divided by the square root of 36. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the sample mean, which here we have is the sample mean, which is hang on, I messed up, I think.
Okay, I got the number.
But I don't
I got
know
67,338.33.
You got 67,000?
Yes.
That might be right because I did 110,000 instead of 111,000. Sample size was 36, right?
What?
The sample size was 36.
36, yes.
And we're using the confidence level of 95%, right?
Yes.
It's 1.960.
Yes, but I didn't. Let me see. I didn't use the Z.
I got 98,572.
Okay, I'm going to do again because I didn't do it Z. So I use the. Let me check.
Sometimes you just are who you are.
See?
But sometimes you change.
Sigma.
Oh, offense taken.
I got 110.988.
Okay, that might be right. I
100.
just checked mine and mine's wrong.
So I got 110,000 988.
110,988.
Not easier said than done.
How many? Okay.
Those were the only two that we got wrong. But so number 14 is, or is it 13? 14 or 13, whichever one it was. The last question is all of the above.
All of the above. All right.
So let me
you
read.
already got to number 13.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so my 12 and 13 were wrong. That was the only question that I got wrong.
Okay.
But everything else was right. So what I put for 12 wasn't correct.
What was the 12?
What I got for 12 wasn't right.
Okay.
Okay. What did you go, what was your answer for number 12?
I
Just
don't have it in front of me right now, but it was like 98,572 or something like that.
so I'm going to submit mine.
Okay.
You already answered
I
for
can
the
say-
13 and 14?
I can say what I have for number 12 and for number 13, just in case to be correct. Okay, for number 12 I have 110988.
Okay.
For number 13 I got 111012. Whole numbers. It's all whole numbers.
Right.
111012. Okay? Okay, I'm going to
And for the last one?
for 14, it's all of above. Okay, I'm going to
So
submit it. Okay.
I don't have your 12 and 13, but I guess we'll see if you get it right.
I'll take my
Why
phone
too?
off for like off the charger for like
It is
2
dead,
hours.
like,
Um,
no time.
well, number
What's up?
Do you have the 6?
12 and 13, it's wrong.
Oh, it's just 6.
Number 13 or 12?
Yeah, I got the 6S too.
Yeah. Well, Apple like
Both 12 and 14 were wrong.
They like screwed everyone's phones up.
12 and 13 is wrong.
I was just gonna do the quizzes one more time.
I think I might have gotten it, but
The last one,
Oh, that's good.
it was a stupid question. It was like, how many valence does copper? No. It was like,
Probably has to do something about the level of confidence that I didn't use it.
so on the quizzes, like questions, this quiz was either 15.
That's
So
pretty good.
yeah, I'm pretty ready for it because like I have like the polyatomics down pretty well, and then I just know that like when we're naming them, it's covalent, so that's 2 non-metals. That's when you do like the dichromate or like
Okay.
mono oxide.